Hey there, educational rock stars. Are you excited for the holiday season but worried about juggling candy canes, menorahs, and Kinara candles all at the same time? Ever wondered how to celebrate the holidays in a way that makes every student in your classroom feel seen and included? Well, stick around because today we're diving deep into how to create a December classroom that is as inclusive as it is festive. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Stay tuned. Hey there, educational rock stars. Just a brief interruption before we dive into today's episode. For the month of December here on the YouTube channel, you are going to be seeing the audio only of our episodes because we are currently in the process of rebranding and our office is getting a little makeover. The video formats will be back in January, but we've still got great, amazing content for you and to share with you here on the channel. So we wanted to make sure that we at least got the audio available for you. So turn it on, work on something in the background, but just know it's still great, amazing content, but that's why you're not seeing any video for the month of December. Thanks so much for joining me here on the YouTube channel. And we are just so excited every single week to connect with you and read all your comments and hear all of your stories and all of the emails and DMs that you send us about how our episodes are helping make your teacher life simpler. Okay, let's get back to today's episode. Hey there, educational rock stars. Welcome back to another episode of One Classroom Over. My mission is simple: to equip you with actionable tips, transformative stories, effective classroom systems, and expert insights for your K-5 classroom. I'm Farah, also known as the Center Fairy, your go-to guide for all things for simplifying your teacher life. Each episode dives deep into key facets of the teaching experience, from lesson planning and classroom management to student engagement and professional growth. If you're new here, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe and click that bell so that you don't miss out when I go live or drop a brand new video here on the channel. Today, we're diving into the topic of inclusivity. So whether you're sipping coffee at home or binge watching while you prep lessons, crank up the volume and get ready for a dose of inspiration and empowerment. Let's dive in. December is here, and it's that time when everyone's buzzing with holiday excitement. However, it's crucial to remember that not all students celebrate the same way, if at all. Today, we're going to look at how you can ensure that your classroom remains an inclusive space during this festive month. Who says holiday cheer is only reserved for December, by the way? Consider celebrating various culture events throughout the school year. This provides students with a richer understanding of the diverse world that we live in. By the time December rolls around, inclusive holiday classroom activities will just be a part of your standard teaching approach. Before transforming your classroom into a winter wonderland or launching into your festive lesson plans, take a moment to ask yourself some essential questions. These questions are going to serve as your guiding stars for creating a truly inclusive holiday classroom activity. Number one, does this activity lean towards or against any religious sentiment? When planning activities, ensure that they don't implicitly or explicitly endorse any religious beliefs. Remember, public schools must maintain a separation of church and state. Instead, focus on cultural education and shared values that can be appreciated by everyone, regardless of their faith. Question number two, how does this align with our educational objectives? Every activity should serve a purpose. Are you teaching history, social studies, or maybe even art through your inclusive holiday classroom activities? Make sure the festivities align with your curriculum goals. This keeps the focus educational and justifies the time and resources spent. Number three, could this make anyone feel left out or marginalized? Inclusivity should be at the forefront of your planning. Consider the diverse backgrounds of your students. Will they all feel like they can participate and learn from this activity, or will some feel isolated? The goal is to create an environment where everyone feels welcome. Number four, is this a one-off December activity, or do we also focus on other holidays throughout the year? If you're only concentrating on December holidays, you might inadvertently be giving more weight to certain celebrations over others. To provide a balanced perspective, plan activities around various cultural and religious holidays throughout the year. This sets the precedent that all traditions are valued and respected. Number five, are we equipped to educate the religious aspects in a culturally enriching way? Before diving into the details of any particular holiday, make sure you are well informed. Misinformation can perpetuate stereotypes and misunderstandings. If necessary, consult with a community member, parents, or colleagues who are knowledgeable about the holiday in question. By pondering these questions, you are laying a strong foundation for creating a truly inclusive holiday classroom activity. It's this thoughtful approach that separates a well-intentioned teacher from an educational rock star. When you go that extra mile to ensure that everyone feels included, you're not just celebrating holidays, you're celebrating the diversity that makes your classroom unique. Achieving balance and representation is a bit like walking a tightrope. It requires careful thought and precise actions. It's not just about evenly distributing your classroom's holiday decor, but also about the activities, the discussions, and lesson plans. Let's talk about how to make your inclusive holiday classroom activities really stand out in terms of equal representation. First, go beyond the mainstream. While Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa often steal the spotlight in December, there are numerous other celebrations like Diwali, Las Posadas, and Lunar New Year that may fall around the same time, depending on the year. Incorporate activities that bring these lesser-known holidays to the forefront. This introduces students to a wider world of traditions and ensures that all backgrounds feel seen. Next, use educational resources. There are an abundance of online resources, books, and videos that can help you gain better understanding of different holidays. Use these to inform your lesson plans and provide your students with a more well-rounded education. It's a win-win. Your students learn something new, and your inclusive holiday classroom activities are more authentic. Next, student-led activities. Empower your students by letting them take the lead. Encourage them to present a holiday that they celebrate, complete with its traditions, food, and customs. Not only does this make the child presenting feel valued, but it also educates their peers in an engaging and interactive way. Then there's the community and parental involvement. Consider inviting community members or parents to share how they celebrate holidays in their culture. This creates a community of learning and gives children firsthand experience with different customs and traditions. Just remember to maintain that balance so that no one holiday or tradition overshadows the others. And last, always reevaluate. After the holidays, take some time to reflect on what went well and what could be improved for next year. Ask for feedback from students and parents. Their insights will help you continually refine your approach and may offer perspectives you hadn't considered. By giving careful thought to representation, you're not just decorating a classroom, you're creating an atmosphere of inclusion and respect. And that, after all, is the essence of being an educational rock star. Another thing to keep in mind is cultural cliches. Stereotypes can be harmful and reductive. Avoid simplifying complex traditions into cookie-cutter activities or decorations. Take the time to research and consult with people who are knowledgeable about the traditions you want to include. This enriches your own understanding and ensures that your inclusive classroom is respectful and accurate. Make sure you aren't spotlighting individual students either. The holiday season should be a time of inclusion, not a time where students feel scrutinized or isolated because of their beliefs. For example, don't ask a student to be the spokesperson for their entire culture or religion. Instead, make your classroom an open space for everyone to share, learn, and participate. And if you have a student that is going to share their traditions and they differ from everyone else, you should read up and learn about their traditions and culture and consider bringing in an additional expert so your student doesn't feel singled out. Next, I want to share with you some practical tips and strategies for an inclusive classroom. These are just a few things that you might do to make your classroom more open and well-rounded to all cultures and traditions. One is an information board. Create an information board showcasing different December celebrations around the world and put it on display. 2, hold a story time and include books in your reading list that celebrate various holidays and traditions. 3, have a global potluck. What teacher doesn't like to eat? If possible, organize a potluck where students can bring dishes from holidays that they celebrate. 4, create a craft corner and include various holiday-themed crafts. This can be an excellent way for students to engage with inclusive holiday activities practically. Just make sure they are respectful in nature. And 5, those classroom discussions. Open the floor for students to share their family traditions or holidays that they celebrate. Now, inclusion is more than just a holiday activity. Creating an inclusive environment is not just limited to December. It should be a part of your teaching philosophy. Inclusive holiday classroom activities are just the starting point. Extend this mindset to every facet of your teaching, from lesson plans to classroom decor. Remember, the goal is not to erase holiday celebrations, but to expand them to include as many of your students' experience as possible. This makes everyone feel seen and valued, which is perhaps the most beautiful gift that you can give your students this holiday season. The key to fostering an inclusive December lies in preparation, consideration, and a willingness to lean and adapt. By thinking ahead and being mindful of the diverse tapestry that makes up your classroom, you'll be well on your way to creating a rich and inclusive educational environment. Now, are you looking for some quick, easy, no prep activities for your students? Our Review and a Snap December printables are perfect for adding a little holiday flair to your learning. You can grab our no prep printables, color by codes, and even spiral review over in our shop. These are all part of our Review and a Snap resource line that is designed to be engaging for your students, but save you a ton of time planning. Check the show notes for links to these fantastic resources and grab them to help make this month a breeze. Now, if you're looking for more tips, strategies, and simple systems to take into your classroom to make your teacher life easier, check out the videos on your screen. Thanks for watching, and keep being an educational rock star.